Hello and welcome back to Tap Along. Today we're going to work on I'm not good enough. Now there's all kinds of ranges of I'm not good enough. And remember that if something starts happening with you and you start getting emotional or if you start feeling overwhelmed, it's not the time to turn off the DVD and run away. This is when you got to keep tapping. You can pause the DVD, but please keep tapping until you get the emotions regulated. Remember, that's what the tapping thing is all about, to be able to help you through this. So leaving is not a good idea. Keeping tapping is the answer. Also remember that while we're tapping, the more you tune into your own issues, into your own feeling, the more specific you can get into your own, what's going on inside you, the more the tapping can help. And I know a lot of people think, well, if it's negative and I'm thinking negative, I'm hurting, isn't it going to make the hurting worse? No, that's what tapping does. It helps you hurt less. It doesn't get rid of what happened. It gets rid of all the messed up stuff you have inside about it. So just remember that if you want to get stuff out of yourself fast, tune into it really well and keep tapping. Now hopefully you've done the I'm not good enough tapping before this. So that you can be clear to truly work on something that you can remember that you weren't good enough for in your past. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually try to think of something in a specific event. Now, when we do this, please remember that I'm not going to know what your specific event is, which is fine. So when I say this thing or this event or this thing that happened or this feeling, or, I might stop and say, how does that feel inside you? And, ask you where the fear is or whatever it is, and it feels like a hard red ball or whatever it is. That's what you concentrate on, this hard red ball. So if I say this thing, how it feels, you can even say this hard red ball, and I'll say this thing, how it feels, or you can say this thing, how it feels. Whatever you want to do, as long as you're concentrating on that, your specific event or on your specific feeling. And that's what's important. And again, they all change. It could change from a red ball to a blue ball and get mushy. Just concentrate on what it is, and as it moves around and changes, sometimes it moves from your stomach and goes over to your arm. Just follow it around, and just keep staying with it wherever it is. And things get bigger too. So like you're feeling really, really, really mad at somebody and upset, and suddenly you're not really mad anymore. What you really are is really sad. And then you're not sad anymore. You're feeling, this is unfair. Now I'm mad about this over here. And this goes down and you're like, poor me. I was doing the best I could. I shouldn't have had to dealt with that. And then you think of something else and it's like, you know what? This is stupid. I don't want to feel anything at all. And so you go through all kinds of things. And then you start feeling sorry for other people. And all those things are changing, different aspects of the same thing. And you just keep on going, because what tapping will do will bring down, like if you have a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being crazy nutso and 0 I don't feel it at all. So, it can be like 10 in a mad, and then suddenly after some tapping it goes down to like a 3 or 2, but what's up over here? Being really sad and crying. But you're not mad anymore. So that's up here at a 10, and the mad is down here, and then this goes down, and some over here comes up. And all that stuff is changing. It's changing the feeling, and that's what we want to do. We want to get all those crazy things down to like a 0, if we can. If we're not, even a 1, because if you're a 10, 1's much better. So that's what we're going to keep doing, and that's the purpose. So here we're going to go on a specific event. So what I want you to do is tap here. I just want you to breathe, okay? And just breathe. And I want you to think about not being good enough. And I want you to think about, when is the first time that you felt not good enough? Just, the funny thing about tapping is things will just pop in your head, and you'll think, that has nothing to do with it. Oh yeah? So if you have something, I don't want you to jump into it. I don't want you to just like run over there and like dive into the, feelings of, I was not picked on the team when I was 7 in baseball or something like that, and I started crying, or that, especially if it's something like, my mommy and daddy didn't want me. Now, something like that is something you really should work on with, someone else in the room, either an EFT friend or, a tapping therapist would be the best. So I don't know if I would go there all by myself. So, I mean, you can try, but I don't want you to go crazy. So try to get something that's quite not so intense for you to tap with on a DVD. But just try to think back. When was a time, You know, just whatever pops into your head. And then you're going to give it like some kind of name. Like say, you know, I wasn't picked for the team in second grade. It's got to be real. It can't be like I was. They always called me chubby, you know, or something like that. It's got to be more like, when was the first time? Okay. Now what I want you to do is think about that first time and picture it in your mind. But I don't want you to. It's like a little movie. I don't want you to run the movie. What I want you to do is just think of that, and it's there. Okay. And I want you to picture out there. There's yourself. Okay. There you are. Like you're at the playground, but you're not doing it yet. Nothing happened yet, okay? It's before it starts. And you're just sitting there, okay? And I want you to start tapping on the points. And, you know, I mean, this thing happened. I mean, it happened, and you're survived, and you're okay now. You know, so you're just going to freeze it and let it sit there, okay? You're just going to let it sit there. You know, I mean, it happened. You know, you're here. You're still here today. And you survived, and, you know, it's okay. Well, even if it's not okay. All right, so it's there, and it's all frozen. It's all frozen in time. Okay? We're not going to run it. We're not going to, you know, we're not going to watch it. Okay? We're not going to watch it. Okay, I want you to know we're not going to watch it. Okay, there's a time you didn't feel good enough. I want you to repeat after me. There was this time that I didn't feel good enough, and it's over there. You know, I was that age. And that's how old I was. It really sucked. And I didn't feel good enough. And I remember it, it's over there. But it's frozen in time. And it hadn't happened yet. It didn't happen yet in that little frozen time over there. It's still sitting over there and it didn't happen yet. So it's all frozen. I'm frozen. I'm frozen. This isn't something funny. I shouldn't make a joke. I'm making a joke to try to let you understand that it's over there. Okay? It's over there. So I have this time, and it's frozen over there, and just thinking and remembering about it makes you feel what? Just thinking that it's sitting over there is making me feel, just sitting about this time, I didn't feel good enough, and what happened, that it's sitting over there, makes me feel, it makes me feel this. It makes me feel this. It makes me feel this. Makes me feel this. Okay. Makes me feel this. You know what I want you to do now? I don't want you to feel it. What I want you to do is, I want to take the grown-up you. Okay, this you sitting right here. And I don't want you to feel it, because you know what you're going to do? It's frozen over there. I want you to go talk to the little self, your little self. It's frozen, and the little you is frozen. Everybody's frozen, and the thing hasn't happened yet. Okay? The thing hasn't happened yet. Now, you know, you have to like be able to talk to your little self. Okay, so I don't want you to, you know, I don't want you to, if you're deep and crying and upset and already feeling it, let's not do that. Let's back off a little bit. Be yourself. Keep tapping. And breathe. You know, this bad thing happened. Messed you up. So you're going to go talk to your little self. Because you know what you're going to do? Is you're going to be the big girl and you're going to help yourself. So even though I'm about to go talk to myself, and I'm a little scared because I'm still feeling the emotion, you know, I'm glad that I have this opportunity to help myself before it happens. So we're going to pretend now. So even though this really terrible thing happened, and it makes me feel all these feelings, I'm going to try something new. I'm going to go talk to my little self before it happens. I wonder what I would say to my little self. I wonder what I would say to my little self, to warn my little self, to help my little self. So there's my little self frozen over there. My little self is frozen over there, ready to go into this really bad thing. And my little self's going to feel all these bad things. My little self's going to feel all these feelings. I want to help myself. I want to go in there and I want to help that little person. I want to get that little person prepared.